Winston? Winston? Come back with that leg of lamb.
We've reached almost 250,000 subscribers. I think we're about 220 whatever right now. I'm not really sure when the next Q&A is supposed to be after 200,000, but we've had so many questions, it's time to do a Q&A. And I got Lexie, my other daughter. Remember Kelly did the first one. Say hi, Lexie.
Hi.
Lexie's going to ask the questions today. We've got loads of questions, Lex, so let's get started.
Okay. Hello Handsome says, all that cream made the rice into sludge.
The salmon kedgeree. You could have started with a nice one. I mean, no, the cream makes it a beautiful, creamy, I mean, it's gorgeous, a creamy soup, creamy sauce. The kedgeree is absolutely gorgeous. You need the cream in there. It's what makes the dish that little curried cream.
Clave says, you danced with Her Majesty the Queen. You lucky teddy bear. Also, sending some love because, well, you're a teddy bear. I wonder, are you doing anything for the world's
Go on.
I wonder, are you doing anything for the world's first Platinum Jubilee?
Oh, Platinum Jubilee was last week and it was amazing. The Queen celebrated 70 years on the throne, 70 years as monarch, and it's just unbelievable. 96 years young and she's never put a foot wrong. She is absolutely amazing. 4 days of celebrations, and just seeing the Queen and the family was just incredible. If you think how many presidents she's seen in her reign and how many popes she's seen in her reign, I mean, Platinum Jubilee was just amazing. And I think one of the fun bits for me was actually doing Good Morning America, and I put a link to it in the description, so you can click on that if you've not seen it and watch me on Good Morning America, talking food, talking royals.
Christoph says, did you also prepare the marmalade sandwich Her Majesty always keeps in her handbag?
Oh, if you've seen it, you know about this one. I mean, the highlight Platinum Jubilee celebrations was Paddington Bear having afternoon tea with the Queen. Who would ever have thought it? And then the Queen actually tapping her cup and saucer to We Will Rock You. I'd never see that in my lifetime. I mean, Her Majesty, come on. I mean, that's not afternoon tea etiquette, is it? But if you've not seen that, I'll put a link in the description below too, because you've got to watch that. It's had like 2 million views already, and it's like, oh.
Raja Cherry says, OMG, chef, what happened to your head? I see it's bandaged. Can anyone tell why?
Oh, yes, little skin damage there, too much sunshine. I think, you know, living in Texas now, all of this hot sun and my delicate British fair skin. Wear sunscreen, folks, all the time when you're out in the sun. Wear sunscreen. It's getting better though.
Rhonda says, love your videos, but don't discourage folks from making their own puff pastry. Make big batches and keep it wrapped in the freezer. It's not a yeast dough like a croissant, so it's very easy to give it the requisite 6 turns and make it at home.
I try to do videos where we have 1 week where we get a really sort of easy recipe for those that don't sort of cook too much or even just beginners, and then I try to do one which is a little bit more complicated, but we can't sort of, I don't want to do, you know, my channel where it's all like MasterChef and we have to sit down and buy 100 ingredients.
John says, your videos sometimes look complicated as you're very skilled. Try to make things look simple, as that gets people to try your recipes.
I can't win, can I? Okay, as I said, we'll do easy ones and a little bit tougher ones.
Kate says, congratulations on hitting 200K. I do have a question for your next Q&A. You seem fond of the Victorian era. What dish from those years would you bring back to popularity if you could? The trend is for healthier food without additives, so it seems like there could be many contenders.
I love Victorian era food. I love recipes that have some history to them. You know, to sit around the table sharing the food that you've been preparing with family and friends, and then tell them the history of it. It's just I just love it, the whole combination of all of that. So lots of Victorian dishes to come. And cooking at the palace for the Queen, a lot of the food actually dated back to the Victorian era. So lots of good dishes to come on that.
Emily says, it is such an amazing cookbook. I got mine at the UK Pavilion at Epcot in 2013 and I love reading it.
Thanks, Emily. That's E.T. and Royley. That's my cookbook that's just been re-released. And it talks about my 15 years with the Queen and Princess Diana.
Matt says, has your family met the Queen?
I think, yes, a lot of my family have met the Queen. My parents have, my mum and dad, and Wendy, my wife, she's met the Queen too. Absolutely.
Janice says, well, here's my question. Have you ever had a kitchen disaster while cooking for the royal family and had to make a last-minute substitution? And if so, what happened?
Me? A disaster in the kitchen? No, of course not, never. You know, I was working once at Windsor Castle and there was a senior chef on duty, never made a souffle in his life. The Queen ordered a chocolate souffle and he opened the door after the entree had gone upstairs to the royal dining room and the souffle had not even risen at all. He was really clever. He took the souffle out and then just dropped it. And then he told the Queen's page, oh, apologise to Her Majesty for me. Ask her if the Queen if she minds having ice cream instead tonight. That was clever. Wasn't me.
Corbett says, we can see that you haven't been in Texas long enough. There's still blood in those burgers. We'll leave aside the moldy cheese and the double dose of mayonnaise, of all things, because, after all, you're just a foreigner and probably don't know no better. But raw beef is anti-American hell. It's anti-Texan.
I don't even know how to answer that one. Moldy cheese, Stilton cheese is absolutely gorgeous. Lots of mayonnaise in there too. And raw beef, no one eats their burgers in Texas when it's been overcooked. That's shoe leather. That's what they ride around on horses on. No. A nice medium rare burger is amazing.
Lucinda says, hi Darren, we absolutely love your videos, cookbooks, and spices, and are having fun attempting to try out your recipes. You sure do make it look easy. Here's a question for a later Q&A episode. What's your take on the Prince Charles 4-minute egg scandal? Did you ever see that happen?
I'm not sure it's a scandal, but when I was down at Highgrove cooking, absolutely. The protection officers used to call ahead to say, can you drop the eggs into the boiling water so that you can have the eggs ready for when His Royal Highness actually gets to Highgrove and then sits down to have his eggs, and they're perfect soft-boiled eggs. So, did happen.
Doris says where to find this recipe.
Oh, that's the scone recipe, Doris, and we try to put all the recipes in the description. So click on the description and usually the recipe's in there.
Caitlin says, would happily trade my favorite cookies for a slice of that parfait.
Caitlin, I'd need to know what your favorite cookies are before I decide if we're going to do a swap on my parfait. Parfait is easy to make. You can make that at home. Check out the video.
William says, lovely video. Your daughter looks like Keira Knightley.
That's Kelly. She does, doesn't she?
She does look like
She
her.
looks like Keira Knightley. Look.
The BLGL says, I like how he called it tinfoil. He's gone native and even translated it from Southern to UK for his British viewers.
I never know if it's tinfoil, aluminum, aluminium. It's one of those three, right?
Matthew says, can I have a cookbook to celebrate Forest in the Prem?
Nottingham Forest, my team. Matthew, no, absolutely not. You have enough fun already celebrating Forest in the Premiership next season. You Reds!
Getty says, so badly plated up. Shocked such sloppy work was presented to the Queen.
The lemon parfait, so badly plated, he said that. I thought he looked beautiful. There's lots of colour and everything else on there.
Michael says, make sure the yellow food coloring doesn't contain tartrazine. It can cause severe asthma.
That's actually true. E102 tartrazine, it's not good. It's the food colorings, they're not the best. Just a little splash if you're going to use them, but it's true.
Ruthie says, to say Sprite is the same as lemonade is an abomination. Not even close.
Ruthie, Sprite, 7-Up, they're all types of lemonade. UK lemonade, I think you're getting mixed up there. So like when you're doing the UK, Pimm's with lemonade, you would use like Sprite, 7-Up, or the English lemonade. They're all the same. But over in the USA, lemonade, I know it's not sort of fizzy, right? Soda, sparkling. Yeah. So I think you get just a little bit mixed up on that.
Linda says, I just love you and your channel. A native Texan here who misses the delicious sausage rolls found in the UK. I just ordered your seasonings and can't wait to try making this. Texas is blessed to have you. Thank you for sharing this with us common folk.
Oh, Linda, I'm common folk too, but thanks for all the nice words and for trying the seasonings. Link in the description. If you've not ordered some, go ahead, order some. They make great family gifts and things like that for birthdays, so check them out.
Just a Thought says, Chef Darren, can you demonstrate the proper way to sharpen knives on one of your shows and the best sharpener to use?
That's a great point. Just a Thought. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sponsored by Mercer Knives. I love Mercer Knives, love cooking with them. But the Genesis range, that's my favorite. They just sent me a steel to sharpen knives with. So I do need to do a video on that because we all need to work with sharp knives.
A1 says, never trust a skinny chef. Darren has our absolute total full trust. Best recipes, great instruction, wonderful. Thank you.
What was the first part? Never trust a skinny chef. Okay, we'll skip that part because you were nice at the end.
Just a Thought says, that chicken looks like gold. Wow. Darren, will you show us how to make homemade mayonnaise and other wonderful egg-based sauces, please?
You know, we're going back to sort of traditional French cuisine, Escoffier cuisine there. So, yeah, we need to do that. How to make homemade mayonnaise and all the derivatives that come from it. Yeah, that would be a great video.
Cindy says, Chef, can you make sponge pudding?
Cindy, yes, we can. It's warm and sunny right now in Dallas, Texas. But once the cooler weather comes in, we'll start doing all the sponge puddings again.
Jim says, I miss Winston's comments in the kitchen with you. I hope he's okay.
Jim, Winston has gone away for the summer. He's having some education. He's being taught good manners and so that we could all control him in the kitchen. If you believe that, you believe anything. But no, we need to get Winston back in the kitchen again. We miss Winston.
Tom says, the seasonings are fantastic, but can we get some much bigger in size? A few Sunday dinners and you're going to be all out with the size they come in.
Thanks, Tom. Glad you enjoy the seasonings. My team are working on it right now. We want to get the larger ones because we've had so many requests for them.
Susanna says, Dear Lord, I just realized how long Lady Di is gone. Heartbroken.
Susanna, it's true. 25 years in August. I mean, where did that time go? We miss Princess Diana. I've got lots of good videos coming up on the princess, and I can't wait to share those with you, and also some stories too.
Simona says, I'd really like to buy your book and the seasonings too. Will they become available outside the US?
We've had so many requests to get Eating Royally and also the seasonings in the UK, in Canada, in Australia. We're working right now on trying to get an ebook on Eating Royally. Hopefully I've got good news for you on that soon, but hang in there.
Kaboom View says, Hi Darren, have you ever eaten or cooked Sicilian food?
Kaboom, I have. Yeah, I was in Sicily on the Royal Yacht Britannia with the Queen and had some amazing Sicilian food. And I fell in love with Castelvetrano olives, the best olives in the world.
Carolyn says, love you, Darren.
Oh, Carolyn, love you too. Well, that's a great one to finish on. If we've answered your question, thank you for sending. If we haven't, then leave questions below in the comments box and we'll try to get them on the next one. Hope you've enjoyed just a few of these questions. Hope you've enjoyed listening to Lexie. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and share it with your friends. Let everyone know about Chef Darren McGrady. We'll see you again soon.